What's going on, everyone? I'm Encore. This is Tomorrow Never Comes, and I'm in some lovely rain right now. It's actually toning down a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see through here or not, or at least hear it. Anyway, it was getting a lot worse, but you know, we've all been through rain, and typically the harder it rains right out the gate, the shorter the duration. But even if it lasts for a while, we just know that at some point in time, then it's going to end. It's not a big deal. You just have to survive it, get through it. And some people actually out there like it. I'm kind of in between. Uh, I do enjoy it, but not not obviously as much as my kids. So, but how does that relate to crypto, right? Everyone's going to talk about, oh my God, look, we're down. Things are going to go down to 21,000 in terms of Bitcoin, maybe 17,000. Certain people have as a possible bottom. Others are saying it's going to go down to 1,000 or zero, like all kinds of stuff. And some of it is just plain nonsense. Some of it is possible. We could hit 25,000, 24,000, maybe wick down to 21,000. I don't see it sitting there for very long, only because so many, not even just individuals, in terms of you and me, like the average Joe out there who's buying, the retailer that's buying, the big money that's out there, the Michael Saylors and others who are buying at this rate, I think they've already hit their break-even point, which is around 30,000 US. So, as it goes lower to 25, 24, if it hits 20 or below, it's going to be scooped up real quick. Okay, so I don't foresee that. But hey, listen, if it goes below, if you guys have watched any of my videos, you'll know that I am not upset about that. I would love to accumulate as much Bitcoin as possible. ETH to some extent, but definitely focus more on Bitcoin only because of the limited supply. And that's just me, all right? So look, at the end of the day, this is gonna pass. This bear market that we are in will pass. I know it's tough to see that. And it's the first bear market for me, first true bear market for me. So I'm right there with you, sitting in the same seats, wondering, is this, a forever thing? But I've just come to terms with this is part of a cycle. And if you look back, whether it's the stock market, the crypto market, these moments, these pockets happen, but they're just phases, right? And the key is you got to stay in the game long enough to benefit from the bull cycle that comes after it. And that's the key, right? It's don't put in money where you are, the amount of money where you can't invest anything afterwards, and whatever you have now takes a severe hit if the market if the market continues to dip. Right? The point is to dollar cost average and get through this phase or this cycle. All right? It is a bear market, 100%. And no narrative is going to do that. No one pushing any predictions is going to do that, up or down. Someone who's going to say it's 21,000, it's not necessarily right, and someone who says it's going to be 40,000 tomorrow or next week is not necessarily right. And no one knows for sure. They're doing their best with the information that they have, but they're also colored by their bias. If someone has previously said that it's going to be 21,000 regardless of what's happened over the last 6 to 8 months, they're going to say, see, I was right, I called 21,000. There are too many things that have happened since December or November or October of last year. And vice versa, right? If someone says, I think it's going to go to 75,000, they'll just push it back to, I think it's going to be in June or July. And look, they're doing the best that they can, but they are colored with their bias. So the point here is understand the fundamentals. I keep preaching that, right? But not even that. Like, let's say you like certain speculative trades or more on the speculative side, but you believe in it. I mean, you have to do your research, where if it drops another 20%, 50%, 70%, you can stomach it. Like, for example, my Terra Luna experiment, that lost 50% overnight, and that's when it was already down 99.9% or 99%, somewhere around there, something horrendous. And I'm okay with that because I did not invest too much where I felt it the next day. So this could continue. I don't know where it's going to go. I really don't know. Are we going to have some will say that there's a small spike that will come and then it'll dip lower, and then by the end of the year it'll come up. Who knows? I mean, those are all just predictions in terms of people's experience, people's bias, and some of the technical work that's there. But those things can change at any moment. So look, the goal here is survive, yes, but play as well. Okay, so I don't want anyone out there to just sit tight and not do anything. Okay, if that means learning something new, if that means investing. Now you guys should know, for me, actions speak louder than reading an article or any kind of theory that's out there. So if you do have a little bit of extra cash on the side, get it now. Things are super cheap. We got to get through this bear market. In order to achieve those generational wealth type gains, we have to go through these markets, and we have to be able to take advantage of these bear markets. So when the bull market comes, we're sitting pretty and we're enjoying ourselves. That's the goal. All right. So please, guys, remember, tomorrow never comes. All right. And I want you guys to jump in the game today and take advantage of this bear market. Take advantage of these low prices, understanding they can go lower, and you just try and accumulate as much as you can for the things that you've done your research on. All right. So look, everyone, I hope you have a great day. I know the markets are down, but that doesn't mean we need to be down. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.